pimping is easy. A warning for parents.
It's time for your Rojo Mojo moment to motivate you to live to your fullest potential. It's time to get your head right. Here's Ron.
We've heard about the song back in the 80s or 90s or whenever it was about pimpin' ain't easy, and you joke about it every now and then. But I learned a couple of weeks ago that pimping is disturbingly easy. I had a chance to sit down with 3 guys accused of pimping young girls and also young ladies. 3 of them. Pimp number 1 was a young guy, maybe 18, 19, 20 years old. He's facing 15 years to life for human trafficking, but says he was not involved in the game. Pimp number 2 says he was involved in robbing people and selling dope, but he wasn't selling women. He's also facing 15 to life. But pimp number 3 was the most disturbing. I couldn't believe what he told me. He broke down the entire game. But the most disturbing part about the interview with pimp number 3 is how these young girls are recruited. He says a lot of these girls are runaways and foster kids who lack 2 simple things: love and affection at home. So in the pimp's whole twisted way, he provides that father figure to these young ladies. You gotta watch this story. It's gonna be eye-opening. Check it out.
Prostitution game, you don't need any money to make money.
The feds accuse him of running a sophisticated human trafficking circuit across the Central Valley.
It's like instant. It's not like I gotta go to college and I gotta get a degree.
He promised to take us deep into the game if we didn't reveal his identity. The girls, the victims, start young.
Prostituting when she was, since she was like 14, 13 years old.
He says the game promises a lavish lifestyle, something glamorized in rap music.
The rapper 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg, we got a song called I'm a P.I.M.P.
Yeah, girl, I got my now lady gators on. I'm about to show you how my pimp hand is way strong.
People are rapping along to that all over the world, whether you're white, Asian, black, Mexican, or anything.
The population that we're talking about is extremely vulnerable.
Sacramento County's anti-human trafficking unit says the glamour is an illusion. We learned just how vulnerable the victims are.
And they're running away from something. So many of them are involved in the foster care system. They have bad situations at home.
Many are homeless youth, some as young as 14, having what's called survival sex for food and shelter.
They have nothing else to give other than to sell their bodies, unfortunately.
Law enforcement says Sacramento is Northern California's gateway for human trafficking. The city ranks 2nd in the nation.
We are centrally located.
The I-80 corridor makes it easy.
The Reno, Sacramento, East Bay, to San Francisco, down to San Jose.
Moving victims city to city is simple.
They'll buy a bus ticket, a Greyhound cheapest, or Amtrak ticket, get to where they need to go.
We see a huge amount that is rental cars.
The circuit extends beyond our area to places like San Diego, Orange County, the Midwest, and even back east.
Lots of folks go to Las Vegas.
We're getting answers as to how victims are recruited for the circuit.
A female wants a boyfriend.
They're desperate for something they lack at home: affection.
He's around me, he cuddle with me when I need to be cuddled.
They're slowly brainwashed into prostituting for what's called the family. The pimp is the father figure.
Like a husband and wife, but it's just one husband and he has a few different wives.
New victims must earn the family's trust before working alone.
You won't send away a girl that's like new to your circle in the beginning.
Training takes months.
You walk around and you make $2,000 in a day.
The true test of loyalty to the family is when the victim returns out of town with fat stacks of cash, thousands of dollars.
What is that telling you right there? They're coming back because that's the choice that they're choosing.
Everyone gets a cut.
Basically, it's like all comes to one bowling pot. Everything is distributed with everyone. This person needs clothes, hair, shoes, nails, everything. That's all they needed.
The flashy lifestyle is bait to entice new victims.
For the most part, it's like a female seeing another female living good, ride nice cars, jewelry.
There's abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse.
And the sex career is short-lived.
Statistics in this area show that once a young lady, girl, becomes involved in prostitution, her lifespan is between a median lifespan is between 7 and 10 years.
They're told they're good for nothing but prostitution.
And they pound that into them over and over again. I'm now damaged. Nobody's going to want me.
Many of these girls see only one way out and take it.
Very disturbing, wasn't it? After speaking with human trafficking advocates, they say it all begins with prevention. Starting first in our middle schools and our high schools by educating these young girls that these pimps are out there. They're looking for them, and that the ending is usually deadly. There's no love and affection in that. I'm Rojo, just trying to give our parents a little mojo so that we can get our heads right.
Thanks for joining us. Have a day filled with purpose and passion.